Hi guys, welcome to Astronomy 1304 for the summer session, 5 weeks, summer 2024 at Northwest Vista. I am Dr. Shannon Sahabi. I am your instructor for these next 5 weeks. It's gonna go by fast, but hopefully the course is organized enough to where you can move through it smoothly without any confusion. That's the idea. So in this short video, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself, and then we'll take a look at the syllabus and the Canvas course itself. So a little bit about me, if it starts. I was born and raised here in San Antonio, Texas. That's me with a little bit of sassiness. I graduated from Madison High School in Northeast ISD here in San Antonio. That's one of my besties. So that's our last day of high school. Wasn't I cute? I went to the University of Texas at Austin, so I'm a Longhorn all the way. I bleed orange. I graduated in 2002. And then I moved back home to start my teaching career. I taught for 21 years in Northside ISD. I first taught middle school for 5 years, and then I moved to Clark High School where I was for 16 or 17 years, and I taught just about everything. I've taught chemistry, IPC, which is integrated physics and chemistry, AP environmental science, earth and space science. I wrote those courses when they first came to Clark, environmental systems, and physics and astronomy. So I've taught a lot except for biology. In 2018, I graduated from Texas Tech with my PhD in curriculum and instruction for STEM education, and still continued to teach at Clark for a few years. Then I was an adjunct here at Vista for a few semesters until I was brought on full-time last fall. So I'm so excited to be full-time at Vista. I love what I do. I love the content. So I hope that you can see that in the materials that I've created for you. My oldest daughter, Jenna, is about to be 19. She goes to Vista as well. And my daughter, Sophia, she's gonna be in 5th grade in Northside. Just a couple of extra pictures. This is me and a couple of my friends from my doctoral cohort. So we're all doctors now. We attended a conference in Florence and presented, and that was a real trying time for me. It was really stressful because I was trying to do my dissertation presentation while I was in Florence. So it was actually really busy and not getting to do a lot of touristy things. This was a couple of years ago when we went to Vegas, and it was a fun story. My friend works for Southwest, so we went for one night. We got there late. I told her, you get the flights, I'll get the hotel. So I got her the Bellagio. And since we got there so late, the concierge was really cool. And he said, well, you know what? I'll give you a suite. So we got a suite to enjoy for about 12 hours. These are some other pictures, me and my best friends. I love to travel when I can. I'm a big Matthew McConaughey fan, and now it's kind of a running joke that if my students see something with Matthew in it, they'll send me a picture or tag me on social media. It's kind of funny. The picture there on the right is the director, Richard Linklater, and Matthew in between takes for a movie called Bernie, and I was an extra that day. So I did get to see Matthew at work, and I did try to talk to him, and he just looked at me like I was an idiot, but it was a great experience. Here are my degrees. So this is showing you my education. In 2017, I was awarded a national award from the National Science Teachers Association. Only 2 high school teachers in the nation were given this award, and so I was flown, luckily, to LA, because that's where one of my brothers lives, so he was able to attend the gala with me. Things I like for no reason. So if you were, face to face with me, these things I would love to see every once in a while. I'm a taco girl, man. Any taco will do. A few of my favorites. Like I said, I love to travel. I love football. I am a die-hard Longhorn fan and Cowboys fan. I love the Red Sox when I remember to watch them. I love tennis, and I love the Spurs. My office hours are on Zoom this summer. I'm not in the office. My classes are fully asynchronous. So these are my Zoom hours. And if you can't get to them, um, please message me in Canvas and let me know, and we can make an appointment for another time that's more convenient for you. We'll get into this a little bit more with the syllabus, but just so you know how your grade is broken down, your first assignment really is to read the syllabus because you have a quiz on the syllabus to make sure that you know those important points and highlights. But as far as your grades go, the discussion boards, I know a lot of people don't like to do them. I know. But when you're in an asynchronous situation, the students really do need to interact even in a minimal way. And so we do that through these discussions. And I try not to make it so it's something that you're just regurgitating extra information, but you're giving your opinion or your evidence for a certain situation. And you'll see that. So for instance, the first discussion is about flat Earth. Are you a flat earther or not? And what is your evidence to support that? Which you would get from the reading and the materials that I give you. Your attendance is tied to your discussion posts. So I don't take attendance every single day. I can't really do that with an online class, but attendance is mandatory at NVC. And so you will be marked present for that week based on the submission of your discussion posts. So even if you did no discussions, the highest grade you would make in the class is an 85 if you did everything else and got 100. So those discussions are important. All of your homework assignments and any quizzes are worth 40%, and your 4 exams are worth 45%. Now, you'll see again that your exams are open note, but you still need to study a little bit because there is a time limit on your exams. They're almost always, I can't think of a time when they're not, 50 multiple choice or matching true false type questions and 75 minutes, which would be the length of one class period. So you don't have a lot of time to look up 50 questions in 75 minutes. So it is important that you're going to have your notes out, maybe make a review sheet of some important concepts that maybe you don't know. I do have a YouTube channel. I don't have a lot of stuff on there for astronomy yet. When I was brought on to NVC, I didn't know I was going to be teaching astronomy until last fall. So I don't have a lot yet, but you're welcome to check out that channel. That's where this video will be posted and any other videos that I post. I'm also on Twitter or X. You're welcome to follow me. Probably not going to follow you back. And usually I'm just reposting education, or anything related to Earth or space science or physics. Excuse me. Some important dates here for you. Maybe you want to take a picture of that screen just so you have these important dates. Those exam dates, for your exams, you're given 2 days. For the first 3 exams, you have 2 full days to get those in. If they're not in by the second day, by 11:59, and that does not mean that you can start at 11:59. That means if you're working, you open that test, it's going to submit it for you at 11:59 if you open it. So make sure you get those turned in, because without them, you will likely not pass, and you're gonna have a hard time. So that I make this a little bit quicker, let's move on to the Canvas course. I did message you all Friday evening. I sent you a copy of the syllabus for you to take a look at. If you ever need to look in the syllabus again, you'll find it right here under course syllabus. I'm not really sure why it's there. I usually have it under home, but that's okay. So here's your home page. Please do not buy the textbook. The textbook is given to you if you just go into Alamo Books Plus and you click on that link. Then you will have eventually access to your book, and then you can read it. Back to home. So if you'll notice, on the left side of your screen, there is no space that says assignments. And I did that very purposefully because what I had noticed, particularly with my geology class, because of the way that it's structured, you need to go through the materials in the module before attempting the homework or the quiz or whatever. And then I would get emails or messages about, Ms. Hobby, what do I do? And I'm like, the instructions are in the module. Go into the module. So I don't want you just clicking on the assignment and figuring it out. If you go through the module, so let's take a look at that, then you'll see everything that you need to go through for that week or for that unit. For astronomy, where those modules are put into units. So you'll see here that you first have in orientation module to get through. It does not take that long, but you need to start on page 1 and work all the way down, or it's not going to let you move on. So make sure you've seen every page. When you get to the bottom of your orientation module, you'll see those first 2 assignments. Now, generally, your Smart Start activity is due by the end of the 3rd class day. I'm giving you to the end of the 4th class day, but I can't go beyond Thursday. So Friday morning, just know that if you have not taken the quiz, you have not done the discussion introduction, or you have not contacted me yet, you will be dropped by Friday morning. And then you can move on to the module. So you'll see here that in each module or each unit, you will have the objectives, what chapters we're looking at, and what assignments you have. So I realize that the first week is probably a little longer than the rest in some ways, because you have to do the orientation module and the extra discussion with the introduction and the syllabus quiz. So I understand that those will take a little bit of time. So again, make sure you give yourself time. So 16 weeks scrunched up into 5. So that's taking 3 weeks of work and putting it into 1. So are you going to have a bit of work in this class? Yes. Is it difficult? Absolutely not. Not if you are using the materials that I give you. So if you do go through the modules, you'll see that there are the PowerPoints for you. And what I also created last year were these types of notes, these fill in the blank notes. I understand that some professors don't like that. I like having it there because it's a nice outline. And it shows you what I think is the most important concepts for you to understand in a shortened, condensed format. So with these notes, if you want to go up to campus, if you can, or you can print them out at home and fill them in using the PowerPoints, I think that's a lot. You've got homework, sorry. That it's very helpful to fill in those notes so then you have them there, especially when it comes to the test. So let me get out of student view really quick. That way you can see something. Okay, so you'll see that I've indented where you have these assignments. And again, these assignments are coming at the end of the material that I want you to go through. So make sure you've actually gone through the notes and then attempt your homework. So some of them, let me open one. Some of them will be online, like this one with lunar phases and eclipses, super short assignment. And others will be like, it opens, Others will be like this one, where it's an actual document that you need to open, download, open, and then you will answer those complete sentences, please. This is not Instagram, write in a complete sentence. And then you will type in your answers, or you're able to print those out, write in your answers, and take pictures and upload those. What I prefer, if you're able to, is if you take pictures, if you could use like a cam scanner, or I forgot the other one I mentioned, something to upload as a PDF, those work a lot better than just looking at pictures. Like I can give you feedback easier on those, but I do try to give you feedback on each of your assignments when they are written out like these. So you'll have some that are online, like taken fully online in the Canvas quizzes, and then others are in documents that you'll have to re-upload. I'll also post videos that I think would be good resources for you, and then you'll see where your exam is. So after the first exam, then you can move on to Module 2. So let's take a look. Oh, now I gotta go back to student view. Let's take a look at that syllabus. This is gonna answer so many of your questions, guys. So please make sure that you read the syllabus. I cannot tell you how many messages that I get in Canvas throughout the semester, even, not just right now, in the beginning. It's all the time. There is the link right there for the Zoom if you want to get in there. I'm not gonna read everything to you, but you can see where your breakdown is for your grade. Makeup exams are only given on a case-by-case basis if you have legitimate written documentation as to why you could not complete your exam in the 2 days that were given. It is more complicated if you miss the final exam. Really do your best to get that final exam done on exam day, which is August 8th. If you need to ask off from work, please do so. So if you go through the syllabus and you look at those course policies, for example, it's going to give you so many answers to those questions, because I wish, that's what I was starting to say, so when I get a lot of questions at the beginning or throughout the semester, and I'm like, it's in the syllabus, it's in bold, it's underlined. So make sure you go and read that. And if you do have a question, I'm totally available to answer it. But if you're impatient, it's likely going to be in the syllabus. And so a lot of the things that I go over on the home screen and in the orientation module is highlights of the syllabus. Okay. So again, make sure you're going through the module, like each step, so that you see all the resources that you have in order to do your assignments. Message me if you have questions. I do get back to you within 24 hours during the weekdays or 48 hours on the weekends. And if I'm at my computer, I'll write back eventually. So here is a calendar. And so you'll see we're doing these first 4 chapters this week. Your first exam is Monday already, because again, this is 3 weeks worth of material scrunched into one. So your first exam is next Monday. The next exam is the next Tuesday. The next exam is the next Wednesday. And the next exam is your final, which is on August 8th. Okay, so there is your calendar. There's your responsibilities, my responsibilities, etc. So make sure that you take a look at the syllabus. Email me with any questions, or message me on Canvas. Actually is better, messaging me on Canvas, because your email could get lost if you just straight email me. Best of luck in astronomy, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great day.